Good morning. We are officially #1 bestsellers. Right, first of all, thank you very much for taking this channel from 1,600 subscribers to almost 14,000 in less than a week. That is pretty fucking bonkers. See, I was gonna set off a confetti cannon to start this video, but the last time I did that, it did not go to plan. So from now on, make sure you're part of the people who are subscribed so we can keep on doing bigger and better things. And that takes me nicely into this video. Right, if you're a content and a YouTube fan, you've probably heard of the Dream SMP. But if you're a bit of a boomer like me, or you're slowly falling out of touch with the internet, you're probably having no clue what this means. DSMP. Kinda sounds like a sexual thing, to be honest. It's not. DSMP stands for Dream Survival Multiplayer. So, does that help? Not really. Let me explain. I'm sure you've all heard of a certain game called Minecraft, a sandbox title developed by Mojang and officially released in 2011. You can create, build, live, survive and thrive in a virtual world of low poly blocks. The only limit is your imagination. An SMP, meanwhile, is a world where multiple players come together in one space and play together, usually on a single server. This particular SMP was originally created by Dream within Minecraft and incorporated unique role-playing elements that hadn't been used much within the community prior. The result was a more engaging, fun and interactive experience for viewers and creators alike. Basically, it's fucking massive at the moment. But how did I find this out? I only got there in the end through asking multiple people and watching videos and looking at resources, and it got me thinking. There should be a book that explains what the Dream SMP is, and not only that, explain what's happened so far. So I was watching a Max Fosh video recently where he got his best friend's WhatsApp messages and made it into a poetry book, and later on a best-selling book. See, one of the things you can do through Amazon is publish your own work, and they will even print and distribute it for you. Whether it's a Kindle version or a paperback version, they can do both. So it really is quite easy to put a book out there into the world nowadays. On top of this, Amazon have their best-selling list for all sorts of different categories. So it was my intention for the Dream SMP to have something that they haven't yet done. Despite the audience of hundreds of thousands, they still haven't got a best-selling book. So it was time I turned to the stands. So, I knew that this wasn't something that I could make a book about on my own. My knowledge goes as far as knowing Dream, knowing Wilbur, knowing Tommy, and hearing the word Lemanberg a couple of times. But I don't think that's going to be quite enough for a book. So I put a tweet out asking if any of my followers were big fans of the Dream SMP, and with success spoke to a few of the people who were fans. And if you're sitting here thinking, but Liam, I wanted to get involved in your videos. Well, serves you right for not following me on my socials, Instagram and Twitter, because if you did, you will never miss the opportunity to be on a video. It's not that hard. Jesus. On top of this, I had a message from an important character called Sophie, who prides herself on the knowledge of the SMP as well as being an English student. I think this was the jackpot moment. So I hopped on a quick call with Sophie, explained exactly what was going on, she was sold on the idea, and started writing. Beautiful. After a whole day of work from her side, we jumped into a call the next day with some more stands and fans, most of who wanted to be kept anonymous for the video. And 3 hours later, it seemed we had tied up the book. Woo! And now we'll do it again one more time because the headphones were in. Classic. Oh my God. All that was left to do now was to pass it over to my housemate, who's an editor, and rewrote parts to make it as professional as he could, and then for myself to spend a few hours formatting the design of the book and creating the cover. And just like that, within 2 days, we had a book about the Dream SMP. Mission success. And that means hopefully it's ready for project #1 bestseller, the Dream SMP book. And next part of the mission was to make sure it was a #1 bestseller. So, as I said earlier, there are so many different categories to put your book under. I chose children activity and games as well as role-playing and fantasy. I orchestrated around 40 of my mates to make sure they all purchased the book within the same hour, some of which could not follow simple instructions. Joe and Tom, I'm looking directly at you. However, as soon as the time went 5 o'clock, it was ready to start buying. But this is when it started to take a turn. Right, it's going to plan, but not really the way I was expecting it to. So I put the book up, it got published at 5 o'clock, and I was like, I need as many people to buy it within this hour, and sent it out to a few of my mates on WhatsApp, etc. And just tried to keep it within like people who didn't know that it was going to be a video. And now CPK has tweeted saying, my Amazon recommendations are getting weirder, with a picture of the book, well, actually a link to the book, and it's got 232 likes in like 3 minutes. So I have a feeling a lot more purchases are about to come through, which means we probably are going to get the bestseller, but it's definitely not a secret anymore. It's out there. Hopefully we don't get loads of angry stands. Carnage ensues once again. That's right, a massive Minecraft YouTuber tweeted about my Minecraft book. So much for this being anonymous, eh? In the end, we sold 57 copies, which made me hopeful enough that we would be a bestseller. And yes, we were. So congratulations to myself and Sophie Pollock and the Dream SMP. We are the #1 best-selling writers in the Amazon specific categories of children games, but that's irrelevant. Woo! So another successful mission. But the best thing about this all is the book is still available to buy on Amazon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to future Liam, who's going to tell you a little bit more about the book. Right, transition. Whoa! Actually, it'd probably be funnier if I don't even cut. Right, hello, welcome back. My name's Leah Bedford and I'm a #1 bestseller. Very nice to meet you. So, as you can see in front of us right now, we have got the paperback versions of What on Earth is the Dream SMP, the best-selling book in children's games and activities. So, these books actually look really nice, to be honest. They're really well printed, they're clean, there's actually some good information in there, the cover's looking beautiful, back's looking beautiful. They're good books, so I hope you've enjoyed what we've done today. Something a bit different, but something that was a lot of fun to do as well. Obviously, I've got to shout out Sophie so much for helping basically write the whole book. She's an absolute legend, and thank you to all of the other stands who helped and joined in with the creative process of the writing. And finally, Charlie also for editing the book. We've put together something really cool here. As you can see, I've got two. I've got one for myself to put on my shelf of random accolades to go alongside the Lordship and whatever that comes next. However, we've got another one, and that's because I'm going to be giving one of these books away. So, to win this book, all you have to do is just leave a comment below with your username for your social media or something so I can get in contact with you and tell me why you deserve this book more than anyone else. And if you really want, I can lower the value of the book and sign it as well, but I don't know who I think I am. I get one KSI shout and I think I can all of a sudden sign a book. Dickhead. If you want to win a book, let me know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed today's video as well, let me know. Let's keep the momentum rolling, and for every time someone subscribes, we're one step closer for me to being able to do bigger and better things constantly, okay? Your support is going to make us do cooler things. So if you've enjoyed, hit that subscribe button. As I said earlier, make sure you go follow me on my socials as well as subscribing. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I certainly have. Dream SMP, thank you very much for welcoming me into your little world. I've really enjoyed it. I'm going to try and keep on top of it a little bit more now and watch a few streams here and there. Maybe if the Dream SMP continues to go on for another year, maybe this will have to be updated in a year's time. Because maybe next time we could get a #1 bestseller that isn't in the specific category. Maybe we could get a #1 bestseller completely. But for now, this has been your #1 bestseller, Liam Bedford. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you subscribe. Bye.
Back to a better place for us. Back to a better beat.